All right, let's dive right in. We're going to tackle a problem that I'm sure a lot of you have faced. You've got this spreadsheet, right? It's packed with numbers. But how do you turn that into a story that people actually want to see? Well, today we're looking at a tool that's built to do just that. You know the feeling, right? You've got all this amazing data, these incredible insights, but they're just stuck. They're trapped in these endless rows and columns just sitting there. So the real question is, how do you get anyone to care? How do you make those numbers actually speak to people? Well, that's exactly what this is all about. It's time to break that data free, to bust it out of that spreadsheet prison. We're talking about transforming it into something that grabs attention and actually makes a real, lasting impact. So let's meet the tool for the job, Flourish. Now, at its core, it's a super powerful but really user-friendly platform that's all about turning your data into these stunning, interactive visuals. And I'm not just talking about plain old static charts here. No, we mean whole data-driven stories that your audience can actually explore and play with. And what's so cool is just the sheer variety you get. I mean, this goes way beyond simple bar charts. You can create all sorts of sophisticated stuff, like animated scatter plots, detailed maps that show data across different regions. And you can even build out these full interactive dashboards where people can filter and dig into the data themselves. It's pretty amazing. But here's the best part, and this is probably the most important thing for most of us. You need absolutely zero coding skills. None. It's built for people who, have amazing stories in their data but aren't developers. We're talking about creators, marketers, teachers, anyone who needs to make data beautiful without having to learn how to code from scratch. And getting started couldn't be easier. Seriously, it's a simple 3-step process. Step 1, you just upload your data, from Excel, a CSV file, even Google Sheets. Step 2, you pick a visualization from their library of beautiful templates. And step 3, you publish your story. That's it. The whole thing is designed to be super fast and intuitive. Okay, and if you needed any proof that this is the real deal, look at this. We're talking about heavy hitters here. Flourish is trusted by newsrooms like the BBC, The Guardian, and the New York Times. I mean, these are organizations that live and breathe data storytelling. If it's good enough for them, it's top-notch. But look, it's definitely not just for giant newsrooms. The applications here are so broad. If you're an educator, you can create interactive lessons. If you're in marketing, think dynamic campaign reports. Nonprofits can show their impact to donors in a really powerful way. It's a super versatile tool for pretty much anyone with data. All right, so we get who it's for and what it does. But let's dig a little deeper. What are the key wins here? What really makes Flourish stand out from the crowd? Let's break it down. Okay, first up, everything you make looks great on any device. And this is a huge deal. It means that beautiful, interactive chart you made, it's going to look just as good and work just as well on someone's phone as it does on a big desktop monitor. And the best part, you don't have to do anything extra. It just works. Next, let's talk collaboration. If you work on a team, this is an absolute game changer. Seriously, just imagine this. You're on a deadline, your data person can be updating the numbers from one city while your designer is tweaking the colors in another, all at the same time, in the same project. It makes teamwork so seamless. And this is a big one for professionals. You can customize everything to match your brand. You're not stuck with some generic, out-of-the-box look. You can use your own colors, your own fonts, so everything you create looks polished, on brand, and completely yours. Okay, so once your masterpiece is ready, what do you do with it? Well, you've got tons of flexibility. You can share it pretty much anywhere. You can grab a simple image for a presentation, and this is the really cool part, you can get an embed code to put the live interactive version right on your website. That way people can actually play with the data themselves. Okay, so we've looked at all these awesome features. Let's pull it all together now. What's the final verdict? Is Flourish something you should actually consider using? Well, the user ratings pretty much speak for themselves. A 4.8 out of 5 stars, that's a fantastic score. And when you look at the reviews, people are just raving about how easy it is to use, how beautiful the results are, and just how fast you can go from a boring spreadsheet to something totally stunning. All right, let's talk pricing and access, because that's always important. The free version is actually super generous. It's perfect for personal projects, for students, or for anything you're cool with being public. Then you have the paid plans, which are really aimed at businesses and pros who need things like private projects, some more advanced features, and those awesome team collaboration tools we talked about. So, what's the bottom line? Look, Flourish is really a go-to tool if you want to turn raw numbers into super engaging content, but you want to do it without all the headaches of design software or writing code. It just bridges that gap perfectly.
Oh, and one last thing, a little bonus for you. Flourish is actually featured on Quasa.io. And what that means is you can earn a QUA reward just for checking it out. Pretty cool, right?
So I'll leave you with this thought. I bet you've got a spreadsheet sitting on your computer right now, just filled with numbers. And after seeing all this, you have to ask yourself, what's the story that's just waiting in your data? What story are you going to tell?